Today we are in Masilamony to the Truffle and Wine Co., the largest producer of black truffle in the Southern Hemisphere.
Maurizio, what are you doing?
Stuart, I'm looking for truffle.
Mate, I think you're going to need something a bit more talented than your nose.
Really?
This is Punzi.
Pansy, wow, you're so beautiful.
The expert
How you
truffle
going?
dog.
We're going to be best friends today. You're going to help me to find some beautiful fresh truffle. Let's go, Pansy. So, how do you actually hunt for truffle?
Adrian trains his dogs on aroma.
Oh, an aroma.
Obviously the truffle has a very strong aroma and Punzi's locked right in onto that. And her reward, oh, here we go.
Whoa, we got one already. Amazing. Thank you, Pansy. Look at this. Here, the golden black truffle from Masilamony. We already got one, thanks to Pansy. Unfortunately, I wasn't that successful. But, Stuart, so how much of this truffle can you harvest in this beautiful farm?
Our farm produces up to about 300,000 truffles a year, anywhere from 5 to 6 tonne.
Wow, that's quite large. And do you sell all of it?
We try not to eat it all ourselves, but yeah, we do sell all of it, mainly export. We also supply to the finest restaurants in Australia as well.
Brilliant, brilliant. So how old is this farm?
It was planted in 1997, so just over 20 years ago now.
Wonderful. So it must be one of the oldest down here.
It is, well, it's the original one in Western Australia, but the industry started in Tasmania and New Zealand.
And what sort of trees have you planted? How did you know to plant oak trees and, or hazelnut trees?
So the truffle is the fruiting body of a fungus, and it has a symbiotic relationship with either hazelnut trees, like these small ones here, or our beautiful big oak trees.
These are French varieties, black Paragon, isn't it?
Originally from France, yes.
This is the finest black truffle in the market, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Why this location? There's something to do with the soil? Or
It's the soil. Yeah,
Okay.
soil and the microclimate.
the microclimate.
We get lots of rain, obviously.
Right.
Truffles
The truffle loves rain?
Truffles love
Okay.
rain. Yep.
So what about the soil? So do you need a rich soil, like a forest soil, or?
Yeah, you need a forest soil. So what we're standing on here is old karri forest. So karris are the third largest tree in the world, and they need really deep, fertile soil. So we've actually got a metre of karri loam before we get to the clay bed, perfect for truffles.
And I see you got some wines too here.
We do, yeah. So when we planted the trees, the next year we then planted a vineyard.
Whereabouts?
So it actually surrounds the whole truffle farm around here. We've got about 20 acres of vines when we've been producing wine since 2001.
Well, I think you should go inside after the rain and go and try to cook it and enjoy it with some of your wines. Hey, much warmer in here. What a great experience, eh?
It is. I think we have to clean ourselves off after Punzi gave us a bit too much love.
Fancy, great to have him there. Wow, what a great range of wines you got here.
Yeah, so we have vines on our estate here. We also source grapes from other local farmers, which we've been making wine since 2001. But all our wines are designed specifically to be served alongside truffle.
Wow, so you actually make the wines to combine and to drink with truffles.
100%, that's what we do here. So we use a lot of winemaking techniques such as malolactic fermentation, so some time in barrel, even with our white wines. And then if you really want to spoil yourself, we've got our Truffle Hunters Reserve.
Wow, Truffle Hunter Reserve.
I think we might have a bit of a look at that later.
Wow, definitely I'd love to try this with one of my dishes coming up in the kitchen. Fantastic, definitely. I need this in my kitchen.
And then one of our favourites here is our liqueur Shiraz. So this one is a fortified style, beautiful dessert wine. Minimum of 5 years on oak, so it's going to be really creamy and soft. It's like sticky date pudding in a glass.
This will go fantastic with my souffle, with my truffle souffle. This is to marry with. But I've been looking in Perth for those wines. How did you get it over Perth?
Well, you need to visit us here at the Cellar
Right.
Maurizio.
Great.
Come in here, have an actual truffle experience. We've got a truffle restaurant here. Come and taste the wines before you buy and really get to know them.
So what have we done today with the truffle hunting? People can do that?
Absolutely.
Right, so during the season of truffle, we can come down and just go out with dogs, or
Yeah,
try
so-
to sniff for yourself, or?
During the months of winter, look us up online. All the booking is done there. You'll see what's available for you. And then you can book yourself in for a beautiful truffle restaurant meal and a lovely wine tasting with our friendly staff.
It must be the most magnificent experience, I guarantee you. Been there today and was amazing. Welcome to the alfresco kitchen of the Truffle and Wine Co. Here with Stuart. Again, found some stunning fresh truffle. You can see they're still unclean. So what's the process from now, from bringing to the unclean one to the clean one?
So as we found out, you can't find it, Maurizio. We need our beautiful truffle dogs. So these ones we just went out and found just then. So obviously they're still covered in dirt, but we bring them back to the shed here and they go through a cleaning and grading process.
Okay.
So under some nice fresh water, just with some little brushes, nice and gently. We scrub the little truffle, get all the little bits of dirt out of it. Then it goes onto a drying rack just to get all that moisture off. And then it goes through our grading team. And our grading team, they have to inspect every single truffle by aroma and by sight.
Okay.
And what they're looking for initially is any damage to the truffle, maybe a bit of rot from water, or maybe some insects in there. All that needs to be removed.
How do you do that?
Just with a toothpick.
Oh, really?
You can pick them
Okay.
out. Or sometimes you do have to actually remove that part of the truffle.
I'll cut it off, like this one.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That's right. Yep. So they tend to like burrow into it. So we need to make sure that we've inspected that entire lot.
Okay. So while we're cooking this beautiful risotto, we're gonna do a risotto quite plain. It's just onion, and there is a cannelloni rice on this nice pan here. We're gonna light it off and fry a mushrooms with a touch of garlic and then a fried egg. If you leave the rice with the truffle for a couple of days, close in a jar, the rice will absorb all the great flavors of the truffle. So while you're doing the risotto, because the risotto will take time, without you forget it, you know, you're gonna keep stirring it. Get a mushroom, place into the hot oil, sprinkle on it some garlic and some more of the great gingerly oil from Western Australia. I infuse some eggs for 3 days into some stunning truffle. Smells beautiful. Even though without shaving truffle on top, you'll taste the truffle inside the eggs. So it's a beautiful way to prepare it. When you're ready to turn the mushroom, you fry an egg on it. This egg is an Harvey free-range egg. Right from Harvey, we got one of the best farmers, egg farmer that produced some amazing free-range egg. We're gonna add a little bit of salt, and then of course to cook the egg, just give a bit of steam. What one would you love to go with a beautiful fried egg with mushrooms out of this beautiful cold climate here? What do you think we should match with that?
Because you've infused those eggs with the truffle, there's a lot of flavour in there. It's going to be quite strong. So I'll actually match, believe it or not, with a red wine.
Wow.
So this is the wine we actually coined the Truffle Hunter's Reserve. So after a hard day of hunting out there in the forest with a dog,
So
as we found out we need.
The truffle hunter drinks.
This is the one that the Truffle Hunter prefers.
You enjoy my food, I'll drink your wine. Always good to have a glass of wine in the kitchen. Helpful. Gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. You don't want to overpower it because you want the truffle to be the protagonist of this risotto. So what do you do?
It smells awesome.
Yeah, what do? You just squeeze 1 grain of the rice, and when it breaks in 3, the rice is ready. So you see, the rice is ready. So we can turn off the fire.
So what's in the risotto, Maurizio?
Well, nothing. There is stock, onion, salt and pepper for now, but we got the rice that has been infused for 3 days with the eggs, and they absorbed already quite plenty of the truffle, all the aroma of the truffle. But when we pull out the fire, we're gonna actually add some butter, okay?
Truffle loves butter too.
Oh, and if it was one that we probably already infused in truffle, even better. But we keep it natural. We are in a farm, we've got plenty of truffles. And once the butter is absorbed, so we call this mantecare, put a little bit of Parmesan cheese, okay? If you got small pieces, you know, can put some inside, but the best is to put a raw on top of the hot rice. That will get the flavor developed and won't burn the truffles.
It really releases that aroma too. I can smell it already.
And here we are, the truffle risotto. Let's enjoy it. Oh my God, what a great perfumes. What wine would you match with this delicacy?
Well, as you use the Chardonnay in the actual dish, let's pair it up with the beautiful barrel fermented Chardonnay.
I agree with that. So can I have a taste of it?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Stuart.
Chardonnay served at room temperature as well. It's my favourite way to do it.
You get all the flavors.
Yes.
All the fruitiness of it. I think it's a great matching. Let's enjoy some truffle risotto now with this beautiful Chardonnay. Buon appetito. The aroma is just sensational. Sorry, I'll be coming back every day
I hope you got a gym membership, Maurizio.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Salute.
I'm in heaven.